Is something wrong with the audio?
As for tonight's game, number 60, Joseph Wool.
Why aren't they cheering for their team? Okay, but surely they'll cheer for the players, right?
Number 19, Kalle Yarncrow.
These fans in Toronto, it's the first game of the season. They're not cheering for their own players. What is going on?
One eternity later.
4-1. It just, you can hear the crowd reaction to.
Okay, that's more like it. What happened though? I didn't even see what happened.
Takes a funny hop off the inboards. And I think we're in Go Blue Jays go mode. Why not, man?
You got to be kidding me. They're not watching. They're not even watching the game. They're cheering for the Jays. They're watching the Jays game on the Jumbotron. Oh, I've never seen that before. How much are seats at a Leafs game? Anyway, the Montreal Canadiens faced off against the Leafs for game 1 of the 2025-2026 season. It was a neat game. There was certain things that were remarkable in a good way and certain things that were remarkable in not such a good way. Let's talk about it.
But I got a specialty dessert that's real good. I can make it.
You gotta
nice
get her there first.
Finally, it's back. Regular season hockey. We get some good eating. So many storylines this season. Is Doc gonna prove himself this season? Is Laine gonna prove himself this season? Is Hudson gonna get a contract ever? Where the heck is that contract? I stayed up till like 12 o'clock last night waiting for the contract to come through. They need to sign that contract, man. They need to sign that quick, and probably after this game wouldn't be such a bad idea. No spoilers, but kind of spoilers there. No, fundamentally, it was a great game. I haven't watched the post-game interviews, but I'm sure Martin St. Louis was happy with that game. By and large, there was definitely things to work on, but you can probably already tell the outcome. I'm not going to completely blow it out, but let's get into recapping this game first. We're in for a big season. I'm calling on you, if you're interested, to hit that subscribe button to follow along with me. I'm going to be recapping every game this season, and we would love if you would be part of this community. If you're already part of the community, hit that like button. It helps me out with something. It must help me out with something big because I got this from YouTube. I've never seen that before. I've never seen anybody post that before. That's probably a good thing, right? Anyway, you know the drill. We start where we always start. La formation de départ. How many of you are interested to see exactly what the formation of départ is looking like? Sorry, that's the starting lineup. Nos attaquants are forwards. And by the way, that's a joke. That's an inside joke, right? Those of you that have been here since the start, I had trouble saying the word attaquant. I don't have problems saying it anymore. As I was saying, nos attaquants are forwards. We've got Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Bolduc, Doc, Gallagher. So they're still breaking up Doc, Laine, and Demidov. Newhook, Kapanen, Demidov, Anderson, Evans, and Laine. So you'll have to go back to, I can't remember which video it is. It was the video with the thumbnail with Martin St. Louis saying, "What do you mean by that?" And he's kind of got like a confused look on his face. You'll have to go back to that video to find out why I believe the forward lines are set like this. Nos défenseurs are defensemen. We have Matheson, Dobson, Gouli, Hudson, Xhekaj, and Carrier. And finally, nos gardiens are guardians, our goalies. We've got Montembeault and Dobesh. Monty back in the net. It feels so good to be back. So after that weird start, you really have to give credit to the home opening team that decides on the Montreal home openers. They do such a good job. Sometimes they get celebrities or orchestras or former players. A much more elegant affair than what they had planned tonight in Toronto, but I did like that they had a nice tribute to Ken Dryden. It was a video. It's, you know, when you do a video, everything is so predictable. You roll the video, you watch the video's edited beforehand, so you don't have to worry about any weird live hiccups. And it was a really classy tribute to Ken Dryden. So here we go. The opening face-off of the 2025-2026 season, and Suzuki wins the face-off.
This matchup an amazing 23 times.
Montembeault is being tested early. The Canadiens look like they're still shaking off a little bit of rust. Trying to find the pace of the game, not something that we're not used to. So Montembeault is having to come up with some big saves, and he does have to do this throughout the game. One opportunity, two opportunities. I think on the third big opportunity, Toronto strikes first.
Zack Bolduc being on the draw. The puck comes back to Nylander. He shot, score!
That's Robbie Bobby McMahon with the feed from Nylander. He sends it in front. Hudson is just not tying up McMahon at this point. He wasn't really ready for the shot that Nylander was putting on net here, and McMahon deflects it in. So one of our big storylines, Laine, how is he going to acclimate to the season now that he had a lot of training time under his feet? Well, he starts the season off by taking an offensive zone penalty for no reason. That's not good, or is it?
Canadiens hit 9 shorthanded goals last year. May have a look here. Here's Kapanen in, scores!
On the PK, Oliver Kapanen ties the game. So maybe it was a good thing that Laine took that penalty. Kapanen grabs the puck from Nyes, finds a spot where he's comfortable taking the shot, and oh my gosh, what a release. Beautiful shot selection of the pad below the blocker. I'm saving this one. Early in the game, Arbor is out there zooming, throwing bombs at the net. He looked good, but he would be benched later. Then Patrick Laine, great takeaway, totally redeems himself. It leads to some sustained zone time. I want to see more of this from Laine. Now, even Caulfield is showing a little bit of grit, giving a bump, gaining the zone, and this leads to an opportunity. Things are starting together. It's looking good. It's going back to that video that the thumbnail of Martin St. Louis where he looks angry. But the Leafs go the other way, and Monty has to come up big with a point-blank glove save. You'll notice also Matheson is doing a great job here, removing the lane. And now Montreal is getting their opportunity to go on the power play, the new and improved, well, hopefully the new and improved power play. I can't wait to see what it looks like. So good sustained zone time, but they registered no shots. We got to see power play 1 and power play 2. Honestly, they both look good, just no finishing. Next, we see Matheson eliminating Michelli's opportunities. Sorry, Leafs fans, but Michelli did not look so hot tonight. Still way too early to tell whether or not he'll be a good factor for you guys, but I'm not holding my breath on whether or not he'll be a Marner replacement. I thought I'd include this here. Kapanen wins a face-off, but it's illegal. Habs get away with one here. He palms the puck. Bad miss by the refs. It's almost the end of the first period. People are getting a little sleepy, but Rielly isn't. He gets a chance in front, but the horn sounds. Rielly misses the net. We're going to the second period, tied at 1, 11-8 for Montreal in terms of shots. We now go into the second period. Both teams at this point, I feel, have found their footing. The pace of the game feels comfortable, but when Gallagher and Bolduc break into the zone, Toronto looks a little sleepy.
Doc, it slides to Gallagher, a chance, fought up rebound, scores, Zack Bolduc.
2-1 Montreal, they're ahead. Great show of determination, grit here by entering the zone with Toronto like fully back into their zone. Gallagher throws it in front, Stolarz can't hold the puck, and Bolduc cleans it up. This is trusting the system. I kind of alluded to Hudson having not such a great game, but he certainly hasn't lost his touch. We see him juking Tanev, just spinning his opponents around in the wash cycle. He did this all game, found time and space for his teammates to move around, get open, pass the puck around, move. There's a lot of good movement. There's a lot of good to talk about this game. And not to be outdone, Demidov was doing the same type of edge work. Some fancy moves, brings it in front, puts the puck in front. There's definitely an opportunity to stab at it, but his teammates, well, I don't know what they were doing. I guess all waiting in the same spot for the puck just to land in their laps. This is where I got a little frustrated with the team, I will admit. We see Rielly prance in like the Sugar Plum Fairy. Xhekaj, Carrier, and Gallagher just kind of watch him. They let him get in super deep, and there's a scramble in front of the net. The puck gets tossed aside, and yeah, just check it out.
Picks it up. So Rielly trying to get his season going, and
Calle Järnkrok making it 2-2, tying things up. Rielly gets the puck again along the boards and puts it in front. Xhekaj is on the ice here. He's not doing too much to stop Järnkrok. With nobody to nudge Järnkrok off the puck, he puts it past Montembeault, and I gotta say, Montembeault was pretty good this game, but he did not play this one well. I think this is the point where Xhekaj gets benched. He had 11 minutes this game. His peers had like 14, 15 minutes each or more. So he missed a few shifts. So lesson learned, don't let anybody walk in deep into the zone, right? Still in the second people, they're allowing people to walk right into the zone. This time it's Goulet and Carrier. But Nyes takes a holding call on Matheson. So the new and hopefully improved power play gets another chance. This time they're getting shots on net and they look pretty good. Hudson puts one on front, and I'm not sure how Caulfield doesn't seal the deal here. They're in the zone essentially this entire power play. There's a little bit of humming and hawing about whether or not they should take some shots. I would have liked to see some more shots, but now the Leafs PK is looking really tired. Feels like maybe one more good opportunity and we'll be celebrating another goal. Yeah, just play the clip.
Nick Waugh watching him and taking it away.
That's going to do it for the second period through 2 periods. They're tied at 2. Shots are 20-19, still in favor of Montreal. Good pace of this game, good shot totals. Just a little bit of, I feel like it's just a little bit of rust, a little bit of tightening up. I'm starting to lose my worry about a slow start of the season, although I still should probably knock on wood. Third period starts. This is where the Leafs fans wake up and they realize that the Toronto Blue Jays are ahead of the New York Yankees. Excuse me, not ahead, but they've scored 2 runs, I believe. Now it's Demidov's turn to take an offensive zone penalty. That's not great, but what is great is the PK allows 0 shots from the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I've got to say that I'm feeling less nervous about having lost Armia, Savard, and Dvorak. They look good out there. New Hook looks like he deserves to be out there. I think Kapanen played some PK time and he looked good. And this next clip is gonna make you wonder why can't they make sticks like unbreakable? I don't understand.
Lansley got Nyes on a break. Matthew Nyes and Montembeault makes the stop in front.
Rielly 3-2 for Toronto. Absolutely the worst luck I've seen in a long time. 2 defensemen break their sticks and no one else is back to defend except for Caulfield, who gets back late. Toronto just has their way with Matheson and Hudson. It's pathetic, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, what do you want them to do? Montreal tries to continue putting on pressure. Slav puts one off the post. Slav is just out there casually putting 6 shots on goal tonight, and he may have been one of the better players of the game. They give it the good old college effort, and they pull Montembeault. So now with Montembeault pulled, the puck ends up trickling down the ice. Laine can't catch up to Matthews. This is super painful. Remember when they were both first-year rookies together, and the question was Laine better than Matthews? Is Matthews better than Laine? It's hard to tell. Matthews gets the better of Laine and puts in the empty net. 4-2 for Toronto. But Montreal continues not to give up. They want to get just one more. They keep the net empty and lose possession in the offensive zone. Hudson blows a tire, and Nylander now has an empty net goal himself. Toronto fans should be able to celebrate tonight. They look good on the stat sheet. Both of their golden boys have goals.
Dale, Yankee lose.
And even Rielly has a goal, who is, he's up against the wall this season. So that's the end of the game, 5-2 for Toronto. Basically, Montreal loses a 3-2 game here, but that third goal, that was just like the universe working against them. So what I really liked was Noah Dobson he had some offensive touches, but he was really sound defensively. He was playing cautiously. I think I like that. Ivan Demidov didn't really impact the game, but you saw some flashes, and I think he's only going to get more comfortable. You can't rush these things. He's a very young kid, still playing his first handful of games in the North American hockey system. You're going to have to give him some time. Patrick Laine, I saw good and bad from him. He was trying. I just think that he could be, what's the word I want to use? I think I don't want to use this word, but it's the word that comes to mind immediately, is he's still kind of a liability. Kirby Dach played a fine game. The first line played a great game. Slav was the standout for me. Anyway, Montembeault played a solid game. One more stop would have been huge. And he did finish under 900, so I'm not giving a pass. It was not a meets expectations type of game for him. I would have liked one more save. And then, of course, you got to give it up for the goal scorers. Bolduc was really putting in the extra work. He was first into the zone quite often, forechecking like crazy. He's going to be a big forechecker for us. And then same goes for Kapanen, honestly. He plays hard. He plays the game right. And that shot, man, can we see that again?
Canadiens hit 9 shorthanded goals last year. May have a look here. Here's Kapanen in, scores!
Gallagher was also pretty good. Everybody else, you got to try harder. Gooley too. Gooley, I don't know. Was that a good game for you, buddy? I don't think so. Anyway, first game of the season. This one felt good to watch, but I will admit that I was a little bit frustrated after that second goal. And then the third goal was like a dagger in my spine. So next game, I hope they get a good win under their belts. And yeah, that'll put me to sleep soundly, having sweet dreams of being in the mix. That's going to do it for me, guys. Had a good day today. My little girl, she's walking around more. And I don't know how many of you are parents, but when your kid's like 1 year old, they're really just starting to form a vocabulary, and they're really like creating a knowledge bank of what you're saying, and they recognize what you're saying. They can't necessarily say what you're saying, but they know what you're saying. And she stole a cookie or a piece of a cookie from me the other day, and I said, "You get back here, you come back here." And she's still a little bit nervous on her feet. But when I was pretending to chase her, she was like skittering. She was like running. So I thought that was really adorable. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Hit that like button. Helps me out with something, apparently something important. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you as part of this community. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.